Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone talking about how they were eating during their doctor's appointment, even though they're not supposed to, which caused the internet to freak out. Some people say this is super disrespectful and ridiculous, while others point out it's insane that we can't wait a few minutes to eat. We're going to be taking a look at that original clip, reading some of the comments, as well as taking a look at a couple random bonus clips, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. The caption reads, "Me at my appointment even though they said no food or drinks allowed." Okay, so we're at a doctor's office and we couldn't wait the 5 minutes until our appointment was over, so we're eating while we're waiting, even though they specifically said it's not allowed. The doctor's gonna walk in there and just see all this food like laid out across that bed that has the paper on it. You know when you go to the doctor's office and you're waiting and there's the bed with the paper? She's got like a full spread of food just laid out all across that bed. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so she brought a full-on meal to eat in the waiting room at the doctor's office. They're like, you can't eat while you're waiting in there, just so you know. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna eat. As she walks in with this bag of like Chick-fil-A. Okay then. By the way, I obviously got some sun. I'm sorry for how red I am. I was out in the sun a little too long there. Woo! Now see, do I have that thing where when you go like this, it leaves behind like a white mark? Sorry about that. This comment says no salads were harmed in the making of this TikTok. You don't know that. There might have been a salad in there. Lori says being disrespectful is not a flex. Yeah, I don't know what the point of this video is. Like, me at my appointment, even though they said no food or drinks allowed, and then you're eating and drinking. What are we trying to prove? Why are we trying to stick it to the doctor? Because they were trying to help us? Like, why? Thanks for trying to help me, doc. By the way, screw all of your rules. Okay. This person says, damn precious, take a breath. Random dude says, and nobody's surprised. This comment asks, rules don't apply to you? Brittany says, I wonder what kind of appointment. I don't know. Someone responds to that and says, I would have canceled her appointment so quick. Yeah, I can't imagine being a doctor walking in on this. You open the door and she's just in there going to town on all this different food. And there are several drinks. Like I said, all the food is just laid out on that bed that has the paper on it. No words can describe my revulsion. This person says, OMG, this is sad. Don't forget to breathe, girl. I can't. This person says, you sure showed them. Yeah, you did. You really stuck it to that doctor who was gonna try to help you. At least you found something you were 100% excellent in doing. You're excellent in doing this? This person says, well, well, well. This shows a great deal of discipline. What? Mike says, right to the comments. I wasn't disappointed. Yeah, I went right to the comments too. By the way, I don't endorse anybody making fun of this person's physical appearance or their weight. I'm just reading the comments because I'm covering the story. This is so sad. Class act right here. Ran to the comments. Wow, you should be so proud. Chill, the food isn't going anywhere. John says, can't miss a snack. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of people are shocked that she couldn't wait the 5 minutes until the doctor's appointment was over to eat. Next.
Alright, so this is actually pretty hard for me to post, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like I have a story to tell. My fiance and I had an amazing vacation in Siesta Key this past week. We were there for 4 days. We actually flew Southwest. Typically we always fly through a different airline. This vacation we chose to fly Southwest. So our flight down there kind of sucked. It is what it is. I am a bigger bodied person.
Okay. I love the look on their face after they said that. Like, I am a bigger bodied person. Okay. All right then.
Right. I mean, we exist in the world. We do. So I do.
Okay.
I use a seatbelt extender sometimes. Well, with Southwest, I needed to. The other airline that we use, I don't need it. Southwest, I needed it. No big deal.
Okay, airlines have different lengths of seatbelt. Interesting.
Asked the flight attendant, hey miss, can I have a seatbelt extender? Flight down there was no problem. She handed it to me, put it on, boom, done. The flight back, I don't know what, wow. Her name was Tina. I'm gonna say that because I am gonna call Southwest out on this.
Oh, getting called out by name, Tina. Uh-oh.
I was on flight number 4832.
I was on 4832. That was you. I remember that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Leaving Orlando, coming back to the Buffalo Niagara International Airport. And I was on flight number 4832.
You were on 4832. Sorry.
And the flight attendant's name was Tina. So we were boarding the plane. I mean, it was a later flight. It was like 8 p.m. I get it. Everybody's tired. I saw Tina walking by and I said, excuse me, miss, may I please have a seatbelt extender? And her answer immediately was, you can't sit in that seat with a seatbelt extender.
Okay, so it was the emergency exit row, obviously.
And I said, okay, where do I sit? Well, not in that seat. You can't sit in that seat with a seatbelt extender. Okay.
Well, where am I supposed to go?
Where do I sit? You need to find another seat. I am on an airplane full of people. All of these seats are full.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with Tina already. You're supposed to tell me where to go, Tina. If I can't sit here, where do you want me to go, Tina?
It's not like this is just like a public bus. I just get up and go to another seat. Like, we have assigned seats. I'm like, wow, okay, another seat. Awesome. So I took a breath and said, okay, what seat? You're gonna have to go to the back.
That is not very specific. It's a big back of the plane back there. Which seat specifically, Tina?
You're gonna have to go to the back. Just the way that she handled this was like, I was absolutely flabbergasted. Okay, so.
Well, there is assigned seating, so she probably needs to tell you specifically where to go if you can't be in that seat. I'm guessing it was the emergency exit row. I think they have some sort of rule. If you need a seatbelt extender, you can't sit there. Which is fine, but you need to tell me where to go, Tina. Just go to the back somewhere. Go sit on that guy's lap. Or something like, there is assigned seating on a Southwest plane now. So this person's concerns are valid. Where do you want me to go specifically?
I walked to the back of the plane, still not sure what seat I'm supposed to sit in. Luckily, there was another attendant. I didn't get her name. She was very sweet.
Really? We only get the mean one's name?
She told me where to sit in the back, gave me the seatbelt extender, went up and grabbed my fiance from where she was and brought her back, and she was able to sit with me. But that entire... Tina.
Well, that's very bizarre for Tina to be like, you can't sit there. Go to the back. If she was actually all aggressive and didn't specifically tell you why and also where you need to go, then that's not cool. What the hell, Tina?
I know that you are in a smaller, average-sized body, but bigger bodies do exist.
Is that what we're coming back to? Well, man, it sounds like Tina is just a jerk, honestly. Maybe it has something to do with your body size. Maybe Tina's just a jerk, you know what I mean? You ever met a nice Tina? I haven't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure there are nice Tinas out there. I've just never met them. No, I'm sorry. Things got all weird and intense there for no reason.
And to Southwest, bigger bodies do exist. Oy vey.
Okay, Southwest, bigger bodies do exist. Okay, so they think that that person was being a jerk to them because they're living in a larger body. I don't know if it was that or if Tina is just a jerk, right? If you can't sit in the emergency exit row because you need a seatbelt extender, that's fine. Tina should have just said that and then said, by the way, we have some open seats in the back. You're gonna have to go sit back there. The other flight attendant back there will show them to you. It sounds like Tina was pretty rude for no reason. Next.
One of the biggest luxuries of being a big girl is that I get to talk to men crazier than a little skinny girl does. You know what I mean? And I
don't think I know what you mean.
think that's why men hate us. Because we will talk back.
Because you talk crazy to them? I actually like it when people talk crazy to me, so you're not scaring me off. Go ahead. You want to get crazy? You think you can out-crazy me? All right, go ahead. Go off, sis.
I'm not vying for your sexual attraction because...
I'm not vying for yours either. Are we about to get crazy or what? I'm still waiting. This ain't that crazy yet.
I know you don't have it. Like, you already treat me like shit and you treat fat women like shit.
You're the one that came and started getting all aggressive with me. You said you can get crazier with men because you're larger or whatever, so you came at me all aggressive. I was just sitting here at this open air cafe, and you came up to me and started yelling at me.
So I'm gonna talk back to you however I want.
Well, talking back to me implies that I was talking to you to begin with, right? You're saying that as a larger woman, you can talk back to men just as aggressively as they're talking to you, but I'm not talking to you aggressively. I'm just a guy trying to eat at this open air cafe, and you came over and started yelling at me. And you were wearing this helmet for some reason, which was very confusing because you're not on any sort of vehicle at all. You were just walking down the sidewalk with this helmet, and you came up to the side of my face and started screaming in it. So I don't know. I'm scared, bestie.
And they know that bigger women are harder to control and are less afraid because, like, if I'm talking to a skinny man, it's a pretty even fight. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot talk to me crazy because I will talk back to you because I'm not afraid of you.
Why are you thinking about fighting people and getting crazy with people and all this type of stuff? I don't think about any of this when I go out into society. Like, I can talk to her however I want. I'll get all crazy with her. Like, where are you hanging out? I'm not seeing a whole lot of people getting all crazy and aggressive with each other for no reason out in public. Is that why you're wearing the helmet? This person is always so angry. I'm very confused.
And I do think that's a huge part of it. Like, patriarchy and white supremacy are all about control. Fat phobia is about control.
Control. Yeah, it is. It is, you know? It's true. Yep. Some people are just so pathetic. They got nothing else going on in their lives. They just want to control you and others and stuff. I don't know.
Want you small and weak and compliant.
Well, obesity doesn't actually make you stronger at all, or like tougher or whatever, so I don't know what this spiel is. Lifting weights makes you stronger.
And the coolest thing about being fat is that you are none of those. I do what I want, bitch.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so she thinks that obesity is a superpower, and it makes you super tough and harder to control, which is really weird. This isn't the first time I've heard somebody say that smaller people are weaker and easier to control. I don't see how you're weaker if you're smaller. Adipose tissue or fat is not actually muscle. It just weighs you down. Doesn't make you stronger, doesn't make you a better fighter. Also, why do you keep coming up and screaming in the side of my face? She was like, being bigger allows me to get more aggressive with people. Are we sure we need that? Because you seem to be pretty aggressive already. I don't know if we need to increase that. In that first clip, that person couldn't wait the 5 or 10 minutes to eat, and so they started eating in the doctor's office, even though it's not allowed. Many people online thought that was ridiculous, including myself. I think it's a little insane that we can't just wait a few minutes until the doctor's appointment is over. In that second clip, the Southwest employee told that person they couldn't sit in that aisle, and then just banished them to the back of the plane without any explanation. She's like, you can't sit here. Why? I don't know. You just can't sit here. Now get to the back. That was not chill, Tina. And in that final clip, we learned that McKenna is happy to be larger because it makes her harder to control and she can get more aggressive with random people out there in the streets. Which is really weird motivation, isn't it? Either way, what do you think of the clips that we just saw? Leave a comment below. Please be sure to check out my Patreon, which is linked below, for uncensored and unhinged content. I recently uploaded part 1 of my 600-pound life reaction series. We're starting off on season 13, episode 1, and I'm gonna be uploading very long reactions to entire episodes over there. I also recently uploaded part 3 of the Virgie Tovar book, You Have the Right to Remain Fat. I haven't been lazy on my Patreon at all. I've been uploading a lot of stuff, so be sure to check it out. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.